Alright, what's up everybody? It's Lids and we're back for some more Witcher, and last time we started our way into what appears to be the final Salamandra base, and in that base we ran into Javid, and he had a little bit of a surprise for us. And we finally figured out what a cache was firsthand. So, well, it was quite tricky to take that thing down, but I have to imagine there's more in store for us quite soon because, well, we are on the way. The laboratory where I suspect we will find Javid himself, and maybe he's mutated himself, maybe he's mutated the professor, maybe he's mutated every single enemy that we've ever faced thus far. I wouldn't put it past him at this point. Maybe let's, like, pull that out in anticipation of fighting some people. X-ray vision does help too. Ooh, that's actually not what I expected to see. Can we? Yes, we can fight you, separate from everyone else. I think is going to be very useful. Okay. Wrong type of attack, it would seem. Also, could you please cooperate? That would be appreciated. By that I mean also please don't use whatever that attack is against us, because it prevents me from dealing damage to you. Okay. Relatively straightforward. The exit? That can't be right. This thing that we're directly on top of? I would have thought we'd get out of here after we actually make it to the laboratory. Other thing that should be noted is I have to imagine we're going to run into Berengar at some point still. Feels like we haven't learned enough from him yet. Did I actually get through? Okay, that was a little strange. I'm curious as to where that door actually goes out to. I feel like this is presumably the quote-unquote correct direction. Whoa! So yeah, there appear to be many other directions in which we can go. And, well, okay. Geralt, like, attacking. Attacking is the thing. They're like, oh, I did not see you coming. What you're supposed to do. So I wonder, can we do cool stuff if we head on out? Or are we not going to be able to come back here? We're going to lock ourselves out. Do just the opposite if we do that. Just trying to take one of you guys out at a time here, and that is not the one that I was going for. Still not the one I was going for. Might be us taking that damage, quite frankly, I'm not really sure. Okay, you're down. Should be pretty straightforward from here on out. I think those Scarcans, which are the basically super fletters, were the most difficult of the enemies that we fought there. Granted, Geralt keeps on trying to attack the wrong enemy, which is complicating matters a bit. You are definitely the most straightforward of all those enemies, though. Which shouldn't be too bad. I did do that one too quickly. That one was on me. Okay. And we don't have space for that. But we did get the cache heart, which I'm pretty sure is going to give us be one of the last ingredients for some kind of potion that will give us one of those one-time mutagen upgrades. But I feel like that looked like that was potentially a steep enough fall that we wouldn't be able to get out. So I feel like we should save here and experiment a little bit. Like, we go out there, can we get back in? Where does it even take us? We drop down here, will we be able to get back up? Or not? Just got really paranoid and felt like there was something creeping up behind us. Mausoleum. Doesn't sound intimidating at all. There's definitely something that will pop out of here. I mean, I've played video games before, okay? Or maybe we just fought all the guys that technically came out of there? I don't know. Okay, we can get out. That answers one question. Other question. Where does this go? Are we technically supposed to go here? Or not? This was the side entrance that we saw before. We were wondering if maybe we ought to check this direction. But I mean, may it just be a shortcut? Okay. We can go in and out. This is a entirely different section that I didn't realize was there. It makes me a little bit nervous. Okay. Just you. You're a relatively benign enemy. I would also rather not fight you on the precipice of this scary little area that has skulls all over the place and looks like it is the hideout / den of some very powerful monster, like potentially the one that we fought mere moments ago when Azar Javid was showing us he had a pet. Well, there's our Scimitar contract. Yeah. So, like, I'm pretty nervous. Because, you know, that doesn't look good. Maybe that's just me, but it makes me a little tense. Just a little tense is all. You know, just like go straight into the middle of this thing and run for your dear life, because there isn't anything here right now, but there definitely will be at some point, and I really don't want it to spawn directly behind us. So I suspect we will be back there at some point. That is too creepy to not be significant. Okay, so here's as though we're headed in the boring, normal, predictable direction. So we'll take out our steel sword. Can't actually tell how close you are in the darkness. Well, you're close enough to do that. Sorry, buddy. Sure. I mean, we don't really need that acid, because that's pretty simple stuff. You guys are way more straightforward to take down than the other mutant dudes, so I'll take these guys all day, any day, and every day. Okay, maybe though we don't actually want that fish. Do we have any reason to continue to try to hold on to the salamander brooches? I mean, similar to the squirrel puffs, we do still have a few of. Same general idea, I would think. But I mean, in the past at least, these were only 5 coins apiece, and that's pretty insignificant at this stage, I would think. What do I know? Okay, so we might have 2 at once here if we aren't careful. Also, potentially an opportunity to get back some of our endurance here, but these guys don't seem to want to separate too much, except maybe right now. Okay, there we go. Looking for? Get you far enough away that you aren't going to attract any attention when we do that. Sorry, buddy, but that couldn't be any further from the truth. And one moment will I climb over you. Okay. Hounds similarly. Okay, please. Please, oh no, actually we want the, nope, we want that sword. Hello. There we go. Same general idea. Retreat a little bit, so that we only have you. Granted, that's gonna change if we knock you back like that. You weren't so bad. The right sword. Not so bad at all. Except, no loot, which is bad. Okay, again with the sword thing. Strongly preferred. Leave it out. Apparently we are in the vestibule, which I would assume would be the vestibule of the laboratory. Wow, we are doing humongous damage. Triple digits. Might be the first time we've seen that, or at least the first time I've noticed that. There might be a difference there. Certainly not the first time we fought those guys, so we check the map real quick. That would suggest we are right on the periphery of the laboratory. And again, you'll excuse me here, but given how I would think this is very likely going to be one of, if not potentially our last fight with anyone in Salamandra, I think it's worthwhile giving it a quick save. Now that can't be a good thing to step on. Right? Right? Okay, so sword drawn. Check the map. I mean, supposedly we are already in the laboratory. However, there's this little side area that doesn't look like it's showing up here. I would imagine this is the centerpiece here, where we'll actually find our friend. Well. Guess we won't be exploring.
How irritating. You just cut up my koshche, the result of much labor.
Sorry.
Now to resolve this matter through more traditional means.
Mutation.
I can't wait.
My, how threatening that sounded. I warned you, pissing up wind leads to disaster.
You talk too much. Scared?
This time you pissed in a tornado. Kill him.
You still won't fight me yourself? Maybe? What the heck are you guys? Also, I tried to use a sign against you and nothing seemed to happen. Okay, hold on, let's strategize here. So these guys look like big dudes who would appear to be human in nature. I would think steel weapon. They've got to be heavy stance. Ow, that hurt. In terms of signs, I did try to use an ARD sign there to knock them down. It does work. It does deal a fair bit of damage, but I mean, if they're hitting me with bleeds and stuff like that, no, that's us hitting them with bleed, actually. I'm gonna say, then that's the type of scenario that we want to try to avoid, because, I mean, after the Kashe, we didn't have the best of experiences with that. Also, don't know if we need to be avoiding those green things or what. That was not the best timing of that combo. Much rather escape without taking much damage. Okay. Every time those bleed numbers show up, I can never tell. Is that us or is that them? Gonna like that really look like it was us? If it's showing up over his head. Azerjavid supposedly is over there. We've taken a lot of damage, despite having seemed like we didn't take any. Okay, I dodged my combo, which was not cool. Fortunately, it does seem as though you are slower than the Kashe. Can I go through here? No, I cannot. Notable. Oh, please follow up with the one shot of some brat. What the heck was that? I don't know, but he is done. Kinda, sorta. And his friend is also kinda, sorta running away. I mean, it would be unfortunate if we had to go straight into an Azerjavid fight straight after this, because we're not gonna have very high HP. Okay, but we can do this. And, yep. I think we're going straight into something else, which I believe will be Azerjavid mutating himself. Or teleporting me straight to him when I don't have full life. That's the only time he's willing to fight me.
Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself.
How could that be more hypocritical?
No. Triss Marigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time.
We'll take you
What
down
say
quickly.
you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared.
Beautiful
to death,
words is
and
a
simply
strong way of
postpone
describing
the
that.
inevitable.
That's definitely some kind of spell that is making him. Well, that's Berengar.
Berengar?
Called
I
it.
was afraid I'd be late. Can you use a hand?
For a second there, I wasn't sure if... I'm surprised to see you.
I mean,
needed
not
to
really.
think.
Coward, you know the punishment you face. You can evade it by slaying Geralt of Rivia. You may earn my mercy.
Yeah, or we could
Your
just take him
threats
out.
don't impress me anymore. Prepare, sorcerer. I've come here for you.
Thanks, Berengar. We could use the help.
Meet
Uh-oh.
again, White Wolf.
What?
Berengar made his decision.
But
He
aren't we
knew
about
where
to
Javed
fight
was hiding.
together? Make it sound
He
like you're
also
running
knew
away.
I'd find the sorcerer sooner or later. He knew that facing Javed alone was suicide for either of us.
Okay. He's staying here and fighting with us, right? Javed has already
Tricks up or not.
knocked me to the ground. Okay, he has returned. One moment, please, while I make sure that we do not have half HP when doing this fight. And so, you have full bar worth of toxicity to take from just downing potion after potion. So, part of me is hesitant to start healing this quickly. Maybe we take it simple and just start with food. Except, what the heck was that? I don't know. I tried to run away.
I'll tear you to pieces.
Yeah, and I think that is probably a bad idea. Okay, now while he's down, I will proceed to do what I should have done the first time. And yes, ignore everything that I just said. We're going to heal. And maybe, take a lot of damage in the process, because it's gonna hurt, and get frozen, and get incinerated, and whatever this is. I assume he is a heavy steel stance kind of person to fight. Would certainly seem like it. He's a rather large gentleman. He is definitely a human, or at least at the moment he is. Still suspect that he's gonna have a mutation or two up his sleeve. Oh, excuse me. I knocked you down first. Also, please don't do that, because... No, please don't do that. I need to heal. Also, Berengar, if you could, distract him for a second, so I could not die right now, that would also be preferable. Please get knocked down. Free time! How am I supposed to have time to heal if you knock me down every time? Berengar, are you dead? I feel like you're dead. And there's just next to zero way that we get this off in time. Except we did. Except we're gonna get knocked down, and then we're maybe going to have enough endurance to hit him if we get up in time.
To pieces.
Please, do the sign. I was telling him to do the sign. In my defense, I was telling him to do the sign. I did not tell him to flip. Sometimes the game just says, I don't care what you want me to do. I'm gonna do my own thing. It's just one of those times. Including now. It's like every time we knock him down, he automatically knocks us down too. I actually wonder if that's officially a thing. But it also just kind of seems like he has crazy chance of knockdown, and he did just kill us. I mean, that was gonna happen, right? So, I think we've learned a few things. Like namely, when you go into that first fight, make sure that you do in fact have full HP or very close to it, because you are not going to have time to heal in advance. Berengar does appear to have died in that fight. I mean, again, he would probably get resurrected for plot reasons, but afterward, at least. That does mean we only have a very limited amount of time in which we can expect to have a punching bag taking some of the hits for us. So I wonder if things like Blizzard Potions, taking those in advance, that has a relatively short duration, so that might not be a great idea. Swallow Potion, however, does have a long duration, so that might be something that we could still pop in before this first fight, where we fight his two big robotic sentry dudes, and then, we're probably going to be using several potions here, and I'm just trying to figure out what makes the most sense, because toxicity eventually becomes a factor. It's like Swallow, sure, maybe. Blizzard, maybe that as well, but once you do that stuff, you're throwing in a lot of potions already, and maybe we could get one more that's more offensive, like Wolverine. Otherwise, not entirely sure. Thought we had maybe one more, but it might be everything we have. I mean, other than the instant heals here, that would be kind of just like our in our back pocket. Is that a better option to have this as our weapon blade coating? Possibly? Ooh. Does this work on any type of sword? Because that would also be really significant right about now. Big chance of hitting opponents. Damage inflicted by 60%. Increases critical chance. I mean, I don't know if you can have this in addition to the blade coatings that we were talking about earlier. So we were using a diamond dust. Currently have one active. I think let's give this a shot. See what happens. Will it let us? Okay, it's one or the other. I think I do still prefer the one that we just put on. See how long it lasts. 24 hours? Okay. That's pretty good. I think I prefer that. It's more damage, and it's critical strike on top of what we had before. Which was just 40% damage, I think, so it's objectively better. I think I can stand by that. Question now is the Swallow versus the Blizzard. I think we actually go straight into this fight, and we try to maximize the amount of time in which we're fighting these guys without using any potions. And then at the very end, we pop all the potions. So that we have as long as possible fighting as our Javin. Okay. And, ooh, that was quick stance, not heavy stance. That was a bit of a wasted combo there. Any chance we can have to knock both of them down, I think, is key. Okay, so that was just one combo there. It was enough to deal a fair bit of damage. Okay, we did get both down there. It is hard to isolate them. Okay. I'm going to try to be a little bit patient here. Let the bleed do a little bit of work for us. Ooh, you did not get knocked down there. Except, oh, it may have actually been that you got the animation that allows us to finish you off, in which case that would have been a nice quick kill. We'll wait it out. We have enough endurance now to do this. Hopefully we can take you down the old-fashioned way. Ooh. Nope, I went too quickly, apparently. It would have been nice to have gotten a triple combo in there, because we have not had many opportunities to squeeze one of those in, and that would have dealt a lot of damage. You need to be mindful of not taking both of them out simultaneously, which would normally be something that I would consider doing here if we were quick enough. However, this is what I mean by this would be the time when you would start taking the other potions in anticipation of the Javid fight. So like here, I would take a swallow, which, I mean, does help to heal us a bit, of course. Prepare us for that fight. I'd like to also loot this trunk, but I'm guessing we'll have the opportunity to come back here at some point. Okay, and then we will also want to do the Blizzard Potion. Maybe even the other power potion that we were talking about earlier. I'm going to deliberately wait until we have full HP or very close to it. You actually went too fast for you. And you went all the way around, even though you didn't have to. Okay. So this looks pretty good to me. And then that is an opportunity to finish you off, but I think first we want to take the Blizzard. We have enough time to still do this. And great. And we do. Okay. So yeah, I think this is ideal. Not quite going in with full HP, but it's very close. Not full endurance, but we kind of had to use one of our signs to finish this fight off. That is a dragon animatronic directly overhead, so that's something to bear in mind. But yes, so we should have 2 potions active for this fight, which is something we did not have before. Almost full HP, something we did not have before, so I'm hoping that those things will make a difference.
Your turn, Javid.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must...
So I am going to skip
what's
this,
your
because we have heard it already. We see Vanguard first? We do. Also, he's in slow-mo, just for good measure. I really hope our timer for the potion duration is not ticking right now during this conversation. But here we go into the actual fight. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm going to skip this. Okay. Apparently we may have also gained a level. What? We just absolutely obliterated him? Like, I mean, obliterated him? Surely it's not that simple. Surely it is not that simple. I mean, also, lots of stuff that we should probably make space for, but man, that looks really weird after how much effort we put into trying to make sure that this would go a little differently. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe that does make sense. That he was a pushover this side, but I mean, he was truly, just like we sneezed on him, and he fell down. So what do we drop? Don't need the whetstone. I have no idea what a wine stone is, but sure, let's make room for it. And then the diamond, yeah, we should probably make room for that too, right? What's the best thing to get rid of? It's a high quality fat. It's also high quality. I mean, the squirrel puffs, certainly an option. Oh, okay. Read this. May have just come from Acer Javid. That'll be the potion using the Poche component. Other than that. Oh, we can throw potion in there, and that'll make some space. There we go. So, that happened.
I needed to think.
Is that all you had to say? So I'm guessing that we're probably supposed to interact with that mirror there, although I am curious as to how we get at... Well, yeah, I mean, we can probably get back up there. I am wondering if we can still loot the rest of the laboratory. Because, I mean, I saw some nice shiny things that I wanted to try to get access to, but I'm feeling like we're not going to be able to get through here. We are not going to be able to get through here. Alright. Maybe some other time. Let's talk to the mirror-y thing. We did see one of these before, and it was with the King of Redania, interacting with Salamandra at the time. Come on. Let me talk to the mirror. Can I talk to the mirror? There we go. You just seem to be behind him.
Can you hear me? What's going on?
That sounds like
How
the
are
same guy.
experiments progressing? I urgently need those mutated Knights of the Order in Vizima, and send
Knights
me
of
more
the
failed
Order?
ones. At this stage, I can
Oh,
afford
it's
no
the
delays. Respond.
leader of the Order.
Javed's dead.
Witcher Geralt.
Expect to see me, Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Are we like teleporting to the Grandmaster right now? Do I need to prepare for another fight imminently? Siegfried, you're a ghost, first of all. Second of all, your leader is not exactly a great guy.
I'm not easy to kill, nor you, apparently.
Discover anything in the catacombs?
You won't like this.
Witcher.
So... Yeah, there's no easy way to say
Tell
this.
me about the Grand Master.
Soldiers respect him. You'd follow him into the
About
most
that.
desperate fights and still believe in victory.
Any
Yeah.
magical talents?
I've heard his sheer willpower raised the iron gate of a castle under siege.
Must be a powerful sorcerer.
He's also an excellent swordsman.
The Salamander leader is dead.
Excellent. And the bad news?
It seems that the Order is behind Salamandra.
What? That's impossible. You lie.
There's evidence, Siegfried. We should notify the king before it's too late.
We'll use a boat at the dock. Let's meet there.
Excellent.
Okay, are we gonna get instantly teleported there? Or, like, can we go back here and loot stuff? Because, like... Oh, hold on. This is gonna be really annoying when we're in slow-mo. But we do know of that shortcut. So I was gonna say, like, if we have to go through every last corner of that catacomb, then of course that's gonna be a pain, and is it really worth the trouble? You could make a strong case that it wouldn't be. But now that we know of that shortcut, I think that is going to be a meaningful place for us to go, so that we can find out what those goodies that we left behind were. And I'm sorry, Siegfried, but yes, your boss is a bad guy. Nothing personal, except maybe a little bit, because, you know, you've, like, dedicated your entire life to this organization. This organization is inherently evil. Probably should have seen this coming all along, but, you know, you were a little too blinded by your commitment to the guys, so, sorry about that. I mean, it may or may not destroy the partnership that we've worked so hard to forge over the course of this entire game, but, I mean, these things happen, right? So, remind me where exactly I'm supposed to go. It's up here, and then I think a little further. Like, we'll probably check the map. Also, Siegfried catch up, man? Yeah, so it's the boat that we saw a while ago, and we were wondering, when might we use that thing? And, well, I called it. Will there still be salamander dudes out here? I mean, I would think the answer is no. We didn't see any down there in the little village in the outskirts. Called a village, but you know what I mean. Those few buildings out there. Oh, that startled me. That's the blizzard potion wearing off, in case you weren't sure. Yeah, pretty sure these are exactly the things that we were looking at last time we came around here. Ones that we left behind deliberately. We didn't think they were significant enough. Probably the same deal here. Not so great. But this is the shortcut. So I'm gonna save again, just in case, you know, like the game didn't autosave after we took down Javid, which it may not have, depending on when that exactly that autosave was. And we could continue checking this spot. Continues to terrify me. I mean, there's no way we don't come back here at some point, right? I mean, will the Grand Master of the Order chase us down here at some point? That would seem a little strange, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him. Mostly wondering, I mean, this is like classic RPG thing, where you put some really nice loot just beyond the boss fight, and you teleport the player, out of that area immediately after defeating that boss, and you're like, you're not gonna check back there, are you? Because I hit something really nice there. If you are gonna check back. So, I mean, this thing in particular comes to mind, and I suppose I'm maybe getting a little ahead of myself trying to dump things in advance, but yeah, Earth Runes, I mean, that's something. It's a top quality explosives base too, top quality blade coatings base. I mean, it's not like it's game changing. At least it doesn't look like it. But I totally forgot we had this. Complete immunity to stun and knockdown effects. That would have been awfully helpful against Azar Javid at least the first go round, because he just would not stop knocking us down. But from here, I mean, again, I wish I knew if we technically needed to hold on to these contracts or not in order to complete them. But otherwise, I mean, we have a lot of this stuff. We have a lot of stuff. Just like high quality potion bases. By any chance, do we have anything that we can make space from just resorting? High quality versus top quality? I mean, maybe that's our tiebreaker. Although it is a case of 4-1. Although we've made 0 explosives thus far. But I don't exactly think that quantity is going to be the key here. Fine with leaving that bread. Any other loot of note? Berengar still down there. I'm not sure if we can actually get down there ourselves. Maybe going this way we can? Ooh, okay. I would think this would be the super crate. What the heck is this? It's a very straightforward weapon. Also, there are coins. Also, I would potentially hide a monster here. I'd be like, oh, look at this shiny chest with this amazing loot in it. Oh, by the way, here's an extremely powerful monster that you did not expect to fight. Now you're dead. So, I mean, I'm glad we checked. Yes, there were some things. Were they game-changing? No. Also, did it go the wrong way? I think so. Now I'm confused. Hold on. Hold on. Down here? No, this is where we fought those guys. Okay. We do go through here. Yes, I could check the map, but that would be cheating. I just forgot that we had to go through this little cave-like way before we actually made our way out. Forgot there was still this. Because this is the room I was thinking we were going to end up in. Yes. Now this will take us out. Okay. Cool. So, the whole Grandmaster being behind Salamandra from the beginning, I mean, it's a little strange. Kind of like the effect of that rain falling on that spike. Palisade being a little strange. Similar idea. Seeing as how the Order has fought Salamandra on many occasions. So, like, why were you sacrificing countless of your own soldiers? It was just for show, to make people think that for some reason you were not affiliated with one another, then, I mean, I suppose you succeeded, but at the same time you depleted half of your forces along the way. And even some of your high-ranking officials, like Siegfried, didn't know, which maybe is a sign that you succeeded as well, but I don't know.
Is the boat ready?
Yes.
I mean, we checked around here. I mean, unless we're like this, also gives me the sense of like a, hey, as soon as you do this, you're not going to have the chance to do anything else before possibly the end of the game. But, I mean, there were some other things, like getting the super powerful armor that supposedly was the armor of some mythical creator's But, I mean, that ship may have sailed.
Grab the oars.
I think we do this, if we have the chance to still get that nice armor, which is, come to think of it, from the Order, then, you know, we probably won't be able to do that.
Sire.
Also,
Victory.
we're in the epilogue.
Despite heavy losses, we now control the trade quarter.
Excellent. What news from DeWitt?
He's dead, cut down by that godless butcher, the Witcher.
Useless DeWitt. Have the town criers informed the people Ada has become a Strigger?
Yes, but the Witcher found the beast.
Geralt of Rivia. Only he stands between me and... We must
Okay.
fan the flames of chaos. Release more of our experiments, and let the elves wreak havoc.
Great.
Grandmaster, I must protest. As a nobleman and representative of...
Enough. Give the people more food, and tell them any God-fearing human can find shelter at the castle of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Adalbert, I thank you for your loyal service.
And now we are going to kill you. Or
Take
just
him away.
let you
A
die.
new era dawns. An era of superhumans. None will stop me. I appoint you my new adjutant. Know your assignment?
Kill the Witcher.
Then go.
Okay, random mutant assigned to be your new leader, new right-hand man. Oh, hey, what's up, Dandelion? Also,
nothing short of
the eyes, man.
historic.
Calm down.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
In front of Siegfried? I thought the Order was out of favor.
This part of the Order is on our side.
Though
The
the
Order
Grand
is
Master
split.
violated his oath, not all knights have lost both mind and conscience.
Foltest will be
Yeah, we
glad.
can trust you, Siegfried.
Negotiations with Radovid are apparently going well, and it seems we're gaining another strong ally. When in Vizima, I'm a Temerian patriot.
Let's speak with the king. He must learn the truth before he passes rash judgment on the Order.
Okay, so it appears as though Ada was, well, so the leader behind all this stuff was actually the Grandmaster. Let's see if we can piece it all together. Grandmaster was behind it all as the leader of the Order of the Flaming Rose. And what he did was that while the King of Temeria, Foltest, was out, he kind of encouraged his daughter, Princess Ada, to take control and fund Salamandra and build up Salamandra and wreak havoc. And in creating that enemy, it allowed the Order of the Flaming Rose to, in contrast, seem like they were the saviors, the heroes, and then, you know, just vilify Salamandra. And then, however, it seems as though the Grandmaster's plan was all along to curse Princess Ada, make her turn back into a Striga, and vilify her, and then suddenly he's the only person left in the kingdom with authority, and he essentially becomes king of Maria. Okay. We still have Siegfried. I mean, this is normally the trade order? Maybe? Maybe not?
Duty calls.
Everything's the hearth and poll taxes by 3 pence. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, that is the king, right there.
Welcome, Witcher.
Sire,
We have several things to discuss.
of course.
Oh, Radovid.
Stop
as well.
deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse. You'll get the princess's hand, and if life has taught me anything, half the kingdom as soon as I'm gone. As for de Aldersberg, we need to be rid of him. The Witcher will slay him.
What?
Relax, we'll pay you as much as you want.
I'm a Witcher, not a hit. All right. 10,000.
Isn't that a bit much?
No.
Come on, Foltest, the kingdom's worth a lot more than that.
Yes, I suppose the boy's right. But you shall take home 8,000.
It's a
Excuse me.
So,
I said
we're
10.
all agreed. Radovid, your armies must subdue the Order in Redania and in the north of my lands.
My armies will embark on a mission of fraternal assistance.
I don't want any fucking fraternal assistance. The phrase rubs me the wrong way. You are to smash the Knights of
harsh.
the Order and withdraw.
Relax, Foltest. My children will rule this land. I don't intend to destroy it.
Forgive me, your majesties, but I feel it's time
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes?
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested. That makes the Grand Master, him alone, the enemy. Is that clear?
As day. The Grand Master, rather than the Order as a whole, is the kingdom's enemy.
And the Order need not be a foe.
Okay.
Led by someone sensible, it could be a friend to the people. It could be loyal
Like
to
Siegfried.
the king. Hear that, Siegfried?
I do, and I understand. And I shall do everything to save the Order, my king.
I knew you could be trusted. After your official investiture, visit me at the palace. We have much to discuss, Grandmaster.
You count your wyverns before they hatch.
Grandmaster?
Jacques d'Aldersberg is alive and well. Sire, one other matter.
Already
Yes.
promoting Siegfried to
How
Grandmaster,
is
it
Ada
seems?
feeling?
Much better than she was as a Strigger, yet she won't be herself again for some time. Witcher, how can I thank you?
About those,
I'm glad Ada is
10,000
alive and
ords we were
well.
talking about.
Can you ensure that the Witcher's friends will be the same, sire?
Yes, that's something I can promise. Witcher, I wish to know who was behind all this.
De Wet transformed the princess.
How so?
On Salamandra's orders.
The bastard! If I could get my hands
Which,
on him.
by extension, would
Those
be by
responsible assumed your position would be undermined
orders,
if the
or the leader
princess
of the
wreaked
orders.
havoc as a stripper.
Grandmaster's orders.
De Wet has been punished.
I'm glad to hear it. Now go. Vizima is burning, fighting rages. You won't have an easy time of it.
People see Witchers as monster slayers. Rightly so. Few know we draw greater satisfaction from removing a curse or a spell. Swords are a final resort. As long as there was a chance I could save the princess, I had to try. It was worth it.
Oh? Are they getting together? Radovid and Princess Ada? Maria plus Redania?
I rule a land of idiots.
That you may. Alright, must break through Vizima to the cloister. Grandmaster must die. Let's reach the cloister of the Order and settle the score with the Grandmaster.
Yes?
Gained a level. And informed the king of Duet's deeds. The king was furious of him having turned his daughter into a Striga. Okay, I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap things up here, because we got a lot of stuff done there, and I mean, we're in the epilogue. I have to imagine this attack on the Order, and more specifically the Grand Master, must be the final mission, right? So, I mean, we'll see if there's anything else we can do in town beforehand, but I would imagine we are probably not going to have much choice in the matter. We are more or less headed straight for our final enemy. So, we have that to look forward to next time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.